Welcome to your boy PAMI. This is your PAMI. Let's start over again. Let's start over again. That's a mistake. Hey guys, welcome to PAMI. Yes, this is your boy PAMI, and I'm so excited to have you guys here. Guys, look, I really appreciate all the love you guys show me outside out of here in the comment sections, the likes. We are fridge 117 if I'm right. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Please continue to share, comment, and like. But guys, I have a question for you. Have you come across a sex worker before? Personally, I have come across one, and if I'm going to be honest with you, it was quite. It was a planned one, and I didn't plan of course, I didn't plan on going to meet a sex worker. So this was during the time I was in high school, and I wanted to get a gift for my high school crush at the time. So I had jumped over the school walls in the boarding house, and I jumped over the school when I was walking on my other path to a gift shop, and we came across. Some of my friends came across a couple of sex workers. Of course, that was my first time I ever came across a sex worker, and it was quite interesting. But I also had questions after that day to ask what made them decide to do what they did, what's the thought process, what's involved, all those kind of things. And to be honest with you, there are not a lot of sex workers out there who are willing to tell those stories. There are some that do now, but there's one, and from coming from an African perspective, our thought process with this kind of things is quite different. And I wanted to hear more about it. So I came across a video made by Cruz. Shout out to Cruz, the Cruz production in Nigeria. You guys done an amazing job. Shout out to you guys. So they made a video and they allowed a few number of people, I think if I'm right, 20 people, to ask questions to a sex worker. If she's stopped, I don't know. I watched the video yet, but I saw the video and I was like, I want to react to live with you guys. And I want to see listen to the questions, I want to listen to the answers that she gives because it's very important. Um Once you're about to do that, please, if you haven't liked, please do like, please comment, and please subscribe as well. Please share with your friends. I really appreciate it. It means the world to me. Also follow me on all socials as well. Your boy Pammy. It's me in the world. So yeah, we're about to react to this video. It's gonna be fun. Please, if you're gonna get something, get some drink, get something to eat. If you're at work, hey, I hope you getting that money, man. Make sure you're making that money. Anyway, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's go straight to the action, yeah. Alright. So this is I am a sex worker. Ask me anything. Let's go.
The wildest thing I've done is making out with
Do you sometimes wish you have a family, husband, children, and just living a normal life?
If you have a child and your child turns 18 and she goes, "Mommy, I want to be a sex worker too," would you want her to do that?
What is your body count? And also, how many men have you slept with at once?
Do you measure the size of the organ of the men you sleep with? What's the biggest one?
You'll be surprised the kind of questions we'll be willing to ask. Trust me, I knew a few number of friends that I know will be watching this video. If they had the opportunity, the kind of questions they'll ask would be more dumber than the questions. I mean, I'm not saying the question is dumb. There's a reason why she's asking, but I know friends who will go further than what she did,
Have you
and
faced
and that's the reason why they reacted that way.
any kind of like stigmatization, publicly, like maybe someone calling you out based on the work you do?
What's the most horrible thing you've heard someone else go through in this line of business?
What actually led you into sex work and what made you stay?
why am I having sex for free when I can actually monetize it and I don't have to suffer heartbreak and all of that?
After answering all our questions today, would you like to reveal your identity to us?
I don't know.
Yes.
Okay, yes. I'm a sex worker and I have 20 random persons to ask me
go.
anything.
Can the first person now ask a question?
Hi, my name is Toby. I want to ask, how do you see relationship to be now that, you do sex work? How do you see relationships to be?
Well, personally, relationship didn't favor me, so that was one of the reasons that made me decide to go into to monetize sex. I don't have any good perspective per se about relationship. The few relationship I had, I observed that most of the relationship was giving out and not getting anything in return. Men using the title of relationship to get sex for free. To me, personally, I don't receive anything in return. I'm just in a relationship and I'm having free sex. And at the end of the day, the relationship doesn't lead anywhere. So that's why I said relationship doesn't favor me.
Wait, is relationship according to you guys, and please let me know in the comment section. Is relationship supposed to be a transactional thing? Or it is a thing where you and your partner have agreed to be with each other and are going to do things out of the heart, not out of what I'm going to get back. Because it is now a thing where a lot of people have been in relation are going to relationship with the mindset of it has to be transactional. As she said, she's giving out sex, but she's not getting anything in return. I mean, aren't we both satisfying ourselves doing sex though? Or am I kidding? Am I wrong in the way I'm thinking? Guys, let me know in the comment section because this question is quite interesting. And the way she's answering it just seems like, okay, fine, I'm having sex, but I'm not getting anything back. I don't understand why that type of person doesn't work with me.
Having experienced heartbreak from like 3 other relationship, I had this decision like, before I go get I have sex again for relationship, it go hard though. But then this person comes in giving you this assurance, all is well, I'm different, it can't end this way. And at the long run, it still ended. That means deliberately, he was just giving you high hopes for nothing.
My name is Jennifer, and my question is sex work financially rewarding as people think it is? So many times, I do think that all these girls, they are making money with their body. Why is it that I will just, be pursuing love, and at the end of the day, love is not coming? But I always have this doubt that this is not for me, I don't want to do it. So I want to really know if there is really money in it.
Yes, is very.
I think morally wise, yes, sex work, coming from a religious perspective, sex work is not a thing that people aspire to do. But I've always asked my friends these questions that l- if God, or the idea of God, don't put it that way, the idea of God and Judgment Day and all those kind of things weren't a thing, is something like this, or are some other activities that you wish you would like to do? I personally think a lot of people would like to do sex work. I personally think so. I just feel like because morally and religiously wise, it's not a good thing to do. That's why they're not doing that. Oh, let me know in the comments.
Profitable to me. I don't know about others, but the kind of persons I meet, the opportunities it opens to me to get more clients, which of course makes it more profitable because more clients means more money. So it gives me this leverage at large.
I am also. Are you a sex worker out of necessity or out of fun?
Both.
Wait. His name is awesome? Yo, right. I love my Nigerians, bro. I really do. How can you name someone awesome? I mean, the name is amazing, but like, awesome. Chai. Anyway,
I saw the need to monetize
I'm
what I
sorry.
Necessity.
this leverage at large.
I am also. Are you a sex worker out of necessity or out of fun?
Both. I saw the need to monetize what I give out instead of giving out for free under the coverage of relationship. And I also have fun doing what I do. So both.
Hi, my name is Angela. My
Valid.
question is, have you ever had regrets being a sex worker that you are?
Yes, few times I've had regrets, but I didn't really dwell in them. And situation that made me feel that way was the circle of friends I wish to have. Sometimes they step outside those circles because of my job. So those are the few times I, feel that way.
My name is Enos. Do you sometimes wish you have a family, husband, children, and, just living a normal life?
At this stage, of my life right now. I'm not wishing for that, but hopefully I will get there. But it's not something I'm really craving for. If I get to that point and it comes, then I'll have it. But right now, that's not my greatest desire. I'm a sex worker.
So I'm
I
gonna
also have
get ready
emotions.
for this.
I also have this connection. I also meet these clients where I feel like, this person is just too caring. I wish this person is my own. I wish I can just call you. I wish I can just wake up with you. I wish this section does not end. I wish you don't have to go. So yeah, it's only marriage that can make that happen.
My name is
So I was about to say this earlier, where when it comes to when it comes to sex workers, right? Or in this world, we now have OnlyFans. There are a lot of people who think at that particular period of time, whatever they are doing is just for fun. It's just for the moment. They think about themselves, but they do not also think about the things that come into play, right? She is saying at the moment it's fun. Yeah, sometimes it's not fun. She makes money out of it and stuff. Then when she wants to have kids, when the time comes, she'll worry about it. But she's also not considering how much impact this situation is gonna have into how much impact this is gonna have to her on her and how the man is gonna like look at her pretty much, you know? And it's sometimes strange how people see certain things. Like you just focus on your own selfish wants at the moment. Then when the man or the person you're getting married to is now having issues with it, you get mad about it. It doesn't make sense to me. There are people who are like, oh, let the past be the past. Yes, let the past be the past. But the past is what also helps you or helps makes who you are now. And that has to be considered. Guys, am I wrong in the way I'm thinking? Please let me know in the comments.
Toya C. And before I ask my question, I would assume from like how you look, you are maybe in your late 20s or early 30s. So now my question is, do you think sex work has like a shelf life? Do you think it gets to a particular point or age where you are not relevant in the industry anymore? I feel like there's this Lagos body image that you'd expect someone that is into that line of work, the banging body, bone straight, everything. So I'm
Aish.
like, what state does it get to when you're like, you can't scan anymore?
Of course, you can't stay fresh forever. Of course, I know that. So, yes, there is this idea of age range where I get to, and will I say retire? Yes, I'll have to step down, focus on other things or focus on my personal life or other dreams I have. So, of course.
My name is Joshua. After stepping down, if you want to get married, do you think you have a happy home? Knowing the amount of men that you've been with, having to step down to one person, do you think you would be happy doing that or the person will be happy with you?
Yes.
I didn't get the question
Amount
right.
of men that you get married, do you think you have a happy home? Knowing the amount of men that you've been with, having to step down to one person, do you think you would be happy doing that or the person will be happy with you?
Yes, I think I will because, like I said earlier, I won't stay fresh forever. I won't stay young forever. So also are my desires for men or for sex. So I believe it will get to this stage where I don't need to, want to have many men at a go or have sex often and all of that. So definitely, if I should settle for one man at a certain age, I would definitely be happy. And also, of course, there are, like I said, there are a lot of men that want to marry people who does my kind of job. For some reasons, personal reasons, they have. Some of them, they will tell you maybe it's only a sex worker that can handle me or satisfy me or understand what I want in bed. So I believe when I get to that stage and I decide I just want to settle down, that's kind of men should be the people I'm looking out for because those are the people also that can satisfy me. Someone who knows what I do and knows, of course, this is what I've been doing, should be able to say, okay, we should be able to meet at this point. You will satisfy me, I'll be able to start. I don't need to, want other men. And of course, he will want to go all out, knowing where I'm coming from. He will want to go all out to be able to hold me down. Leaving sex work is not just something you just is like an addiction. You know, you need addiction to counter another addiction. So at that point, when I will feel I need to, quit, I should really decide and have to a good man or a good thing or a good I want to fall back to.
Hi, my
Guys, hey, no, let me come here. Hold on, give me 1 minute. Guys, this is I am trying to be on my best behavior. Right. I really am. I really am trying. But you see, one thing about things like this that bothers me because her thought process, she is assuming everything is going to be okay, so everything's going to be fine, which will be. Funny enough, the thing she said, it's possible she can find a man there are men out there who want to get married to sex workers and all those kind of things. I feel like some of them is a lie. It's just at the moment is the honiness that's talking. But I see it from this point of view. Like I personally believe there's a reason why, and I'm a Christian. There's a reason why God wanted us to get married first before having sex, because it's understood that, or it's just a human thing where when you have had multiple partners, you have had sex with multiple people, you have had different experiences. There's a spiritual side to it. I am just going from just the mental side of it. The spiritual side, I leave it to the religious people to deal with it. But I'm trying to make a point. When you have sex with multiple people, you have different experiences. And there's some experiences that you enjoy the most that you wish can be everlasting. Right? In this situation, let's assume that particular person had the best experience in it. You didn't find that person, right? You end up being with that person. You end up being with someone else, right? There's a craving for that experience, right? There's a certain craving. It's like you've tested all this kind of jollof. You have tested all the jollof in all these places and stuff, but there's one particular jollof that tastes so good, right? There's an edge of you like one day you want to go to that particular restaurant and have that jollof again because jollof is the favorite food and you always want to go there, right? There's always that edge, which I strongly believe also causes some people to cheat. In her situation, she has slept with a lot of men. She has had some amazing experience, as she has said. But I don't think she's also considering those things too as well because there might be certain experiences you enjoyed. How do you counter those experiences and let it go and let it be free? Like, I'm not going to crave for those things anymore. Because as a human being, it's very, very difficult. And be with someone or decide to be with someone for years, understanding what comes with it, and you saying, "Oh, if I leave, I'm not going to crave for sex." Or I find it difficult to believe. And that's why I strongly believe there's a reason why God says no sex before marriage. Because no sex before marriage, you do not like your partner doesn't know what sex tastes like. You also don't know what sex tastes like. So when you guys have sex for the first time, your experience become your experience, right? And when it becomes your experience, nobody else can come into it. You don't know what a big look like, right? You don't have an expectation of what a BJ tastes like or what a particular sex position takes like because you experience your experience. But when you have had so many experiences with multiple partners, right? You have had all these things. Maybe you like an amazing BJ, right? But the partner is not giving you that amazing BJ. What happens then? You know, and that's why I say limiting of wants come into play. But I know very well it's not all individuals that are good in limiting their wants. You might want it so bad, but is it worth it? So that's why I find it very challenging, guys. I'm trying my very best to be on my best behavior, trust me, because I can get a bit too much with it. But anyway, let's
My
continue.
name is Nancy. If you could tell people here one shocking thing about sex work, what would that be?
One shocking thing about sex working, it puts you out there in a lot of danger though, because, you just have to sometimes sleep with almost anything for money and for fun. There was a time I was referred to a client. I have no knowledge of who this person is, who he was, what he does. The client said, this is my friend. He just needed someone to cool off with. And I wasn't okay with the location. I've not been there before. I had to share my location to my close friends, saying this is where I am, just in case. I really felt unsafe. But because it was a top client that referred me to that person, I just had to turn up.
Hello there, my name is Kamsi. Have you ever had any work mishaps, like assault, kidnapping, and so on while working?
Yeah, I think it was around 2023, December to be precise. I met this person in club, who booked a room. Unfortunately for me, he was high on drugs and he assaulted me, though he paid for it because I was admitted at the hospital for some weeks. He cleared the bills, he apologized, he said he was on drugs and all of that. I believe before you go into any kind of job, before you decide, you should know the dangers, advantage and disadvantage that is attached to that particular kind of job. So one way or the other, I was expecting it. I believe that was the major reason that helped me not really take it to heart.
I'm sure you already know what we will take to heart. If June comes and we are not yet at 500,000 subscribers because of you guys that have refused to subscribe, imagine 70.
Guys, go and subscribe to their channel too. Why? They are doing a great job. I'll get really, they're doing a really, really, really great job. I feel like they should get the people they need. So guys, please, if you get a chance, go subscribe to their channel as well. They make good videos too. So yeah, let's go back.
Subscribe button, let's celebrate together by June. Now,
This thing you've done like in this job, and what's one thing you would never do, even like with the craziest price?
Wow. The wildest thing I've done is making out with father and son at same.
Hey, father and son, father and son. Wait, how? Nah, that family has to be checked. Father and son.
Time. And the son was my client initially before the father came into picture. Did I contemplate? Not really, because the father was also healthy, young, looking okay. And the son, of course, was my client. So, and the pay was okay. I don't know.
The father put the son put the father on. God damn. What a world we live in. What a crazy world we live in. Hey yo. Hey yo.
If the father knows what I do, but the way he flows with me, he sees me like maybe I'm in a relationship with his son, and sometimes he throws, advances at me. So it wasn't shocking when he came. One of the things I would never do, no matter how loud the pay is making out with animals.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth. Do you inquire about the health status of your client before a particular job? How
Good
do you feel?
question.
Do you feel scared or anxious? Do you look forward to it or what to expect?
Okay, for the
Good
health
question.
status of the client, it depends. If you're paying for just sex, protected sex, most times I don't ask. I just, weigh you if you look fit and all. During the course of the sex, I should be able to know if you are breathing okay to go more and all of that. If it's protected sex, I don't ask all of that question. But in a rare case where it is unprotected sex, I go with my test kits. There's a test kit, especially for HIV. Whenever I have a referrer, once I get there, I'll let him know, I don't know you, I'm sorry, but you have to do this for my safety, for your safety, especially when he's requesting for unprotected sex.
So, what is your body count? And also, how many men have you slept with?
How can I tell you this story? How can I tell you this story? You had a chance to ask a sex worker all the kind of questions. You asked him for body count. Hmm? But if it is my brother somewhere who is taking your dates and asks you for your body count, you'll be like, "Oh, why is he asking? Woman?
Bombastic side eye, criminal
Yeah,
offensive side eye. Do you
that's
understand?
that's the eye I'm giving to you. Because why? Why only ask that question? Why is it important? She's a sex worker. Assume the number. That's not your business.
At once.
At once, I think I just had to. And my body counts. My sister, I don't know. I'm countless.
Ah! I'm countless. That's a good answer. Countless. This woman has worked. She's in the business. She knows what's up.
No, not above 100, above 20.
Does God approve your job?
Nah. You see, this when I drop this.
Will you keep quiet?
Because come on now, do you think she doesn't know that religiously she's not supposed to be doing that? Come on. Sometimes when you answer the questions.
Wow. Does God approve what I do? Well, some will say is wrong, but me is my job. So I believe there are a lot of job out there you see as a clean job or a good job. If you ask other persons also, they will tell you God is not happy with what they do. So whether God is happy with what I do or not, I don't know. And I can't tell you yes, I can't tell you no. What I can tell you for sure is I am doing my job.
Hi, it's Saib, and how do you stay clean?
Okay, I have a home nurse that checks on me or walks with me every time I comes back from work. And I also do monthly test routine, checkup and all of that.
My name is Oriofe, and what is or are the misconception people have about this your sex work versus reality?
I asked that question because right now I'm standing in like a place of the society. So I have those misconceptions that they don't have anything good coming out of them. I'm sorry if that comes out harsh. To like go as low as doing that kind of job, that means you can do anything bad.
Okay, I think when
Valid question. I like that.
people see sex workers, they believe that they are useless in life. Most people see them as they don't have future, they don't have any dreams whatsoever. Their life starts and ends with sex. I know of some sex workers at some age, they step down, they are married happily. Some men actually go after sex workers. Like I've seen few persons that will be like, I want to marry this person. Oga, but you know, say this person, they do a shower work. I know, it's my decision. I have my reasons. And they also sex workers that does other things aside sex working. They have other jobs they do that benefits society as well. They are
Can I say this? One thing I'll give as a credit to sex workers is that they're very feminine, right? They know how to take off a man, right? Most of them do. I mean, that's what they're in their field of job. That's what they're in. They're doing what they're doing because they know how to please a man. They have mastered the skill of pleasing a man, and I understand. Like I know earlier I asked a few questions, but I now understand why some men will go for a sex worker. The question is he going to brag about her or her past to her boys? Imagine if I'm with my boys, right? And like, yo, man them, I'll find a woman for me. Really? Where do you be at? Oh, there's that. And you get to find out that one of your boys have used her as a sex worker before, but you didn't know. And they asked you about her and all this kind, you were like, oh, she's cool. You try to hide her past or whatever it is because you're the man, you gotta protect her. Then your homeboy comes on like goes to the other homeboy that you're like, this girl, that should be, she used to be that shower, and I used to be one of them. Yes, I'm going to judge my boy, but in the world we live in, most women are the ones that are mostly criticized, right? Imagine try being that present, your boys are laughing at you because of that. That's a tough space to be in, guys. That's a very tough space to be in.
Those in other fields, they do sex working here, but they are also found in other fields that can benefit the society as well.
My name is Dre. Do you have boundaries that you think clients should respect? And if yes, what are they?
Yes, I do have boundaries. They all want different things. Some want sex, some just want companionship. You know, sometimes when a sex worker tell you that I don't have sex all the time, or it's not all the clients I have sex with, it sounds off, or it sounds, you know, as if the person is lying. Some clients, they don't want to sleep with you. They just want you there, sleeping naked with them. They want to touch you. So my boundaries. If you are paying for sex, it's just sex, right? And it depends on the client. If I don't know you for long, or if I've not been with you for long, I don't expect you to pay me for something else because I don't know your motive.
My name is Ruthie, and I would like to ask for more insight on what actually led you into sex work and what made you stay. And also, apart from sex work, do you have any other line of business that you do?
I'll start from the line of business. I'm into fashion designing as well, and I sell stuffs online. Then what led me into sex working and made me stay? There's this guy I dated. We dated for, I think that was the longest, 2 years. We were all over the place together.
Heartbreak, oh, watch this.
You know, this relationship that both families already know you and all of that. So it felt like it was going somewhere. And coming from previous relationship, you have this consciousness of, I don't want to lose this person after sex. So this consciousness was just there. But even with all the positive vibes, the announcement, the introduction and all, it still ended the same way. So I felt, come on, if this one can end, then this should be the breaking point. So I asked myself, why am I having sex for free when I can actually monetize it and I don't have to suffer heartbreak and all of that? So that was when I went into sex working.
I was expecting to hear something.
Now, fellas, let's talk, fellas. My guys, let's talk. Let's talk for a minute. You see what you guys can cost a woman? You see the kind of things you guys are costing a woman? You guys are there pretty much playing with women's hand left and right. You see, because of your heartbreak, you go give this woman. Now she can't tell that shower. Why? Why can't you be honest with yourself with what you want? Why do you have to play a woman to have access to sex? Why can't we be honest with women when we want sex? But we have to lie them and sell them a dream, love bomb them, sell a relationship with them, just to have sex with them, and at the end we don't end up getting married. I know there are other reasons, but I'm talking to those who know what they have been doing. Those boys, they know themselves. Come on, guys, let's do better and let's understand that these women are also human beings. They are not sex toys that we should play with. They are not commodities. Women are not commodities, guys. Women are not commodities. We have to give them that respect. If you find someone sexually attractive, hey, you're human. But make it very clear. Don't sell them a dream that you can't give them just because you want to have sex. Because it creates a cycle. And when it creates a cycle, that's what we end up with. Right? Even though, hey, the job that she does is very important because there are some men who enjoy it and all those kind of things. But at the end of the day, it's because of the hurt that you placed on her. That hurt you caused her is what is making her do what she's doing now. Fellas, we can do better, guys. We can do better. Trust me, we can do better.
Like, oh, I come from a poor family. My dad died. My mother abandoned me. If heartbreak is the reason, me, I would have become 5-star general by now.
Why didn't she know carry gun and start shooting all the men?
She's oh, my bad. My bad, my bad, my bad. Anyway.
Into
dad died, my mother abandoned. I was expecting to hear something like, oh, I come from a poor family. My dad died, my mother abandoned me. If heartbreak is the reason, me, I would have become 5-star general by now.
Why didn't she know carry gun and start shooting all the men because one man broke her heart? The fact that you will sell your body to that same gender that broke your heart, I'm sorry.
Amayawa, I want to know how many years you've been doing this sex work and which car have you bought since you started doing it? Thank you. If you've been...
You see.
Will you keep quiet?
Yes, he needs to keep quiet because why you concerned about the car? Why are you concerned
Been
about the
in the
car?
business for 7 years, you should at least be able to buy, worst case scenario, a Camry. At least it's not expensive. Let's say 12, 13 million, you get a good one according to your preference.
Okay, I've been doing sex working for 7 years now. And to be honest with you, I've not really bought a car. And that is because I don't want a car, believe it or not. I actually have a house, but I don't have a car, yes. And that's because of the nature. Thank you. The mentality behind that is because sex working exposes you to a lot of danger. People identify you by your mode of dressing, the way you walk, specifically your kind of car. So someone can just say, now this kind of car they drive, don't worry, if you pass here, I will show you. You get. So I don't want that identity publicly because aside maybe clients wants to take you down, your fellow colleagues might just have their eyes on you for some reasons. So personally, I prefer, if I really want to get to a place and I think I should go in a grand style, I'll just take a cab or rent a car.
That is cap. No matter how you enjoy entering Uber, you will still want that flexibility that I can leave at any time, just enter my car and move. Pulling up to an event or meeting a client with your own car will give you this sense of respect that, this person is worth it. Next time she's coming, I would double the rates. Like, business sense, though, I don't give free advice, but yeah.
Hello, my name is
Someone should get strip that guy. Whoever, if you're the friend of that guy, go and strip him. He's not a serious boy. He's not serious. But I get where he's coming from. The other way around, I get a woman too. Because if I have one thing that everybody's gonna recognize me for, right? Each and every time at this particular corner, I treat my seven, drive train and go stand there and stuff. People like, why is this car? And when anytime they see that car, they remember it's me. That's a smart move. Also, she said what? If she wants to go somewhere lavishly, she can get an Uber, of course. The money is there. I think eventually she would like to get a car, but not now because of the line of business she's in. So I can understand from that perspective.
Frankie Original. So we know you're in an industry where it's glorified nowadays. We have the Bonnie Blues, the people on OnlyFans, porn stars, everybody's glorifying them right now. So my question is this. If you have a child and your child turns 18 and she goes, Mommy, I want to be a sex worker too. Would you want her to do that, pursue that line of work, or would you say otherwise? I wanted to know her thought process because children don't know anything. When you were 18, when you were 17, you really didn't understand life. You thought you did, but you did not. But you start to get ideas from those, things you see your parents do.
Well, it depends. If I have a child at 18 that is craving for sex working, I won't support that. But if I have a child above 18, for some good reasons, decide this is what she wants, and I'm going to sit her down and ask her what is her reasons, educate her on the dangers. And if she still decides, okay, this is what I want to do, regardless of the disadvantage and the advantage, of course, it's her decision. We're in a society whereby most females are into sex working, but their parents don't know. They see it like they're probably in a relation.
Guys, hold on. Main camera, look at me. You know yourself. You know yourself. I said, look, I know this story of how do you call it? The Russian guy who came to Ghana and went to do whatever he did and stuff. I've been saying that a lot of women today actually have sex for money, aka respectful ashawu, right? Because you're not on the streets. You meet someone because they pay, you have to pay for this, pay for this, pay for that, right? So in order for me to have sex, or before you can have access to me, you have to pay certain things, all those kind of things. AKA, that's also ashawu. There's no difference. No difference at all. It is also called ashawu because it is a transactional thing. The man has to do certain things before he can enter you. You get me? I agree very, 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 very well with her. There are a lot of women out here who are opening their legs for men for transactional reasons. But because they are not on the streets, they think they are not a show. My sister, you are a show. You are a show. Anyway, let's go back.
Relationship, but low key, they're actually into sex working. I would love to know what my child decides to do, not behind my back.
Since you said it's profitable, is it something you would love to like introduce to your loved ones, like they should go into?
Will you ask a NEPA man if he's okay with introducing his kind of job to his family member, knowing fully well that he might just be electrocuted one day and drop dead? Probably from the way you sound, you feel you are not okay with what I do. I enjoy what I do a lot. Do you know why?
She's standing on business. She is standing on business.
Feeling this way because I come out to say I am a sex worker. But bro, can I ask you, have you had sex before? How many times have you had sex? How many relationships have you had in your lifetime? If you have had sex before, then you are just standing by me, my brother. You are literally standing by me. So,
yo. She shut the man down real quick. I love that. I love that. I love that. Stand on business.
My name is Moyoa. My question is, you said Heartbreak got you to the stage of monetizing sex. If you had a chance to work a different job, a better pay, would you take it?
Currently, I have other jobs I do. Why will I not take that offer? Because I have other job I do. And of course, if I say I stop monetizing sex, in the other hand or in the other sense, I have not stopped having sex because I'll still have sex, right? Under the title of being in a relationship. So why do I need to stop monetizing sex when I will, one way or the other, go into relationship and still have sex? So keep the money coming.
My name is Saib. Do you have colleagues that maybe they have stolen your clients before? Or like, is it like very, very confidential?
Of course, it's a normal thing now. If you see your colleague with a bigger client, your eyes should be on that person. Now, person wey no person wey go give you connection. So if your eyes might not literally be on that person, but your goal is this person if he give me connection, right? Your friend if he get friend. So that is normal for what I do. In fact, if my colleague is greeting my clients, I should be conscious of who is greeting my clients. But then, it's not yours. So it can come and go at any time. But at the point where you guys are together, you should be cautious of who greets and who is eyeing or not. But then if there is this client that you are very close with, even the client should know that my friend is calling. He should let me know that, your friend is calling me, I don't know why.
Do you have female clients? And what's the highest amount you've been paid from sex working?
I don't do women, please. Strictly, sorry?
How can I tell this story? Why you say you don't do women? Why you discriminated during work? Nah, HR. Please, that woman is sexually discriminated. She's discriminated. Why are you doing only men, no women? I'm just playing, guys. I'm just saying. I told you, I'll try my very best to behave here. Please.
It's my choice. Do you have a client for me? Yes. Female client? I'm sorry, I don't do female clients. Like I said, I enjoy what I do, not just about the money. I should be able to enjoy what I do as work. I think that implies to every other kind of job as well. It's not just about money. I want the money, of course, but I enjoy what I do and I don't do women. I don't really see what I'm going to enjoy in doing women, so I don't do men for any reasons. I don't. The highest amount I've been paid, I think that was at a go, one client, 1 point, aside the tips. And that's the usual, customer dada, as the Yoruba
wait. She didn't give the
that
price.
was at a go, one client, 1 point, aside the tips. And that's the usual, customer dada, as the Yoruba will say it.
So my question,
The highest amount I've been paid, I think that was at a go, one client, 1 point, aside the tips. And that's the usual, customer dada, as the Yoruba will say it.
Okay.
So my question is,
I think they cut it because they didn't want people to know.
aside satisfying your clients, have you ever been satisfied?
Of course. And that is where I say I enjoy what I do. If I'm not
Oja. Shout out to her on that one too. He said, "Well, I do my job, but I also enjoy it very well too." Hey, let's give another round of applause.
satisfied, how do I enjoy what I do?
So you mentioned that one of the reasons that you went into this job is because you've had a series of heartbreak. So somebody who is watching you right now on screen, they've been through a similar situation like yours. They've gone through different relationships and they're somewhat contemplating if they should go down the line that you've gone. How would you advise them?
First, my dear, you have to consider the disadvantage. You know, the disadvantage, I would say, to some extent, is greater than the advantage because that disadvantage can end your life, right? So you choose whether you consider having heartbreak or you're ready to risk it. Are you strong enough? Because sex working as well is not for the weak, my dear. They go vandalize you at some point. If you really want to go into sex working and stay healthy, you need money as well. You need money for supplements, you need money for vitamins, you need money for health checkups, you need money to feed well, stay fit, and all of that. So you have to consider all these things.
Have you ever been afraid that sex work is considered illegal?
Well, I have not thought of it before that sex working is illegal. I don't stand maybe by the roadside, so I've not really considered that. I've not been scared. I've not thought of it.
What is the highest number of men you've slept with in a day?
Personally, I have limits of how many jobs I do in a day. Health-wise, it must not exceed 3. So regardless of how many people I have on my phone or on the line, I don't do more than 3 jobs a day.
Do you measure the size of the organ of the men you sleep with? What's the biggest one?
The biggest, well, I don't know how to explain that because it's not like I'm going to move around with tape and say, hey, let me measure your dick or something. So,
good one.
The biggest you can think of.
Outside of
Them disbelief in the man's face, man. He said, for the pain in the
money, has this job changed like your view about sex? And sorry, the next question is: do you take apprentices like all those MoMA? Do you take apprentices?
Okay. I don't know. Personally, I don't take apprentice. I don't know if there's apprenticeship in sex working. Maybe there's someone you admire. Like, am I permitted to call name? I don't know. But I think there are other persons who socialize their sex working. If you feel you admire this person, probably the person can be mentoring you online. But personally, I don't have. Then you also ask if it has changed my point of view about sex. I think it has, in a way, because while I was in a relationship and you want to have sex with your boyfriend, someone you love, someone you feel, okay, I'm pouring out to this person. And at the end of the day, this person, it doesn't feel the connection you feel before you decide to have sex with him.
Have you faced any kind of like stigmatization, publicly, like maybe someone calling you out based on the work you do?
Yeah, I was at a friend's wedding, I think last 2 years. I just had a handshake with someone, with a married man to be precise. And that handshake didn't really go well because of my kind of job. It was a honest handshake, to be sincere. And right there in my face, everybody was just pouring out their mind because of my kind of job. And after that, some people that, usually we flow together or at least have a normal conversation, it all cut down. I felt embarrassed. I felt bad, to be sincere. At that point, I made a decision that if I don't know you too well, I should just say hi from a distance so people don't think otherwise, or especially if I know you are married. In fact, I don't answer your greeting. For somebody say, you don't greet this girl now, something.
We all know that businesses always have price tags to it. So I would just want to know how your rate card looks like. If it is threesome, how much? If it is in, how much? If it is head, how much?
You sound like a real Nigerian at this point.
Like, how does your own go? Like, what is your rate card looking like? Everybody that conducts business have rate cards. Sleeping with many people, you start to think, if you put 100 people in front of a camera, you can see basically a community from it. So you start to wonder, like, why would you want to do that kind of thing and not make money from it?
I don't have a price tag. If you're a client and you come to me, you tell me what you you want, I'll rate you what you do. Then it depends on what you want. If it's something that is going to endanger my health, that is going to determine the price, because the price should be worth my health. So that in case, I'll be able to have something good to, take care of myself. So I don't have a price tag.
You said in your past relationships, you kept giving and your boyfriends were giving you nothing in return. And I want to know the things you were giving that you think your boyfriend are supposed to give you something in return. And when I'm asking what you are giving, I don't want to hear sex.
75% of Nigerian girls are in relationship because of what they can get from the guy. When you
Good point. Perfect. I like that.
ask them, what did you bring? It's just sex.
I was just trying to get that. Is it the sex she was giving that made her feel the boy must do something to her? Is she not getting sex back from the boy? Like, I mean, what's the exchange rate for sex?
I'm sitting down here.
Before she answers that question, I would like to use this as an opportunity to have a communication with my boys. You see, guys, we should learn how to be sexually disciplined, because we have been so cradled with our minds that, hey, like, bro, everything's about sex, 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 sex. I feel like a lot of people get blindsided by the partners they be with because of sex, but they don't end up finding out what is the other things that to look for. I always say that, look, sex, after a couple of minutes, you're done, you're good, right? But I also consider who the person is, what the person is about, how the person can impact your life, how the person cares. Those are the things you have to look for. I always say that, look, your beat is always going to catch my attention, but your personality is always going to make me stay, right? I encourage my guys, look outside that, right? But let's go and see how she answers that question, because I'm very curious. I am really, really very curious.
And I'm all about what? Sex. So telling me you don't want to hear sex, you want to hear.
So in the relationship, the only thing
Okay,
you
in
could
the
give.
relationship, if I'm giving you, for example, emotional support as a guy or as my guy, I expect that in return as well, brother. A relationship where the both parents already know each other, and at the end of everything, they still serve you breakfast. You are trying to tell me that what I was feeling was basically just me. You were not there, you were not connecting. That was giving me nothing in return. Because if you are vibing, it should be a sincere vibe. Do you know what it means, attaching to one person in the name of being in a relationship? After doing that, and you just tell me, I'm sorry, it is not you, it is me. No matter how you want to put it, take in the sex, put in the sex, or take it out, there should be something else in return.
Now, the society judge sex workers a lot. Where do you get this judgment from? Like, what gender judge you more?
The female.
And also, have you ever lose value, like feel less of yourself because of this job? Like, do you see yourself like human or an object or a commodity?
The gender that judges me most are female. Few men, most women.
Our society, women judge their gender more than the men. So I just wanted to get it as a fact from her, like who judge you more? And she got it very right. I know it's going to be the women.
Do I feel less of myself? No, because of how I place myself. Take it or leave it. I have other things I do. I have other things I engage with. So I don't feel less of myself for any reasons.
Have you ever had any personal sense of like conviction, like morally, like what you're doing is morally bad? And have you ever been pregnant?
Sincerely speaking, there was a time I had an affair, or rather, I had a client, a married man, and the wife got to know. The information got to me that they had issues that lasted for a couple of years before they came back together. So at that point, I felt bad. I think that helped me to set boundaries in my jobs. There are some people that you just see, that this one is a married man. It's a no-no for me. So I mostly deal with maybe someone from interstate, you get someone far from home. Then also you asked me if I've ever gotten pregnant. Yes, I had. Not once. When you have these clients you are too connected to, at some point, if I'm craving for settling down, I'll be feeling like, okay, maybe it will be this person. You are just open to this person. So yes.
Do you feel married men treat?
So she also have moments where she feels like, quote unquote, trapping the people that she has good connections with at work.
treat
That's
sex
interesting,
workers better than they treat
It shows you human too. It
their
shows
wives
you
at home.
human. But
Do you
anyway.
feel married men treat sex workers better than they treat their wives at home?
I don't know how they have sex with their wives, so I don't know that.
So
I'm going to say this as a man. I'm going to say this as a man. There are some men that see their partners as innocent souls, so they want to treat them as such. Now, because you have been in the streets and you know what a quote unquote a hoe looks like, or a hoe how a hoe can do her thing, right? There's a reason why men like virgins, right? And like to see their partners as pure and innocent, right? But they also forget that this woman that they also have, I I listen to me. I listen to me every hour. This woman that they also have is also willing to explore. Is willing to explore the way they want to explore as well. Like for example, the kind of sex positions and the place you want to have sex and all those kind of things. These women also have these same things as well. Your partners want the same thing. Just that there are some men, they are good at seeing the woman as an innocent woman who doesn't know anything. So they automatically put her in that space and do not want to explore those things with her. On the other hand, right, they go to this house and they go and do whatever they want. They do all the skills, helicopter, what the movies, all that. But this is the thing. The thing is, honestly speaking, a lot of married people are not having honest conversations with their partners on what they like. Right? There are some partners, there are some women, I think, if you tell them that, hey, you want to go crazy, she's willing to do that. You don't know, she might even be willing to do that. Sometimes it's just a conversation. You're just a conversation away from your happiness. And a lot of people tend to not do that, and that's unfortunate. Very, 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 very unfortunate.
Assume now that married men, some of them are your client. And you said you felt bad about that one time with the woman that found out. So I want to ask again, do you judge married men and just like take their money as part, let me just collect this money? Or do you genuinely don't care that they're married? I am of the opinion that married men are the main patronizers of like people that are in that line of work. So does she turn those people down? I was just very curious.
Okay, so if you call me for job, I won't sit you down and be asking you about your life story. Who is your wife? What color is she? I don't think there is need for that. The only time I get to know all of that is when it becomes a constant meeting, which don't happen often. Because if you're a married man, why will you keep in contact all the time? I don't have any business with that. Personally, if I know you're a married man, like it's obvious you're a married man, I'll just tell you I'm not available. I really don't get to that stage because it's just do your job and go. There is no need for being judgmental. You get what you pay for, and that is it.
What's the most horrible
That's nice of her. I like the fact that even though she's doing that, she has standards.
thing you've heard someone else go through in this line of business? Your ex helped you start this business. Have you ever thanked him for what he has done in your life?
Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Why are you gonna take the ex for? The ex broke her heart and made her do what she did. Guys, why was that?
Will you keep
Keep
quiet?
quiet. Keep quiet. If you don't have any good question, go and sit down. Anyway, guys, sorry. I had to put my frustrations. Anyway, let's continue.
Life in the past 7 years.
Well, someone being diced into pieces. You hear of cases of Yahoo, ritualists, and all. Then for my ex, of course, sometimes I thank him with free jobs.
Oh, so they still have sex sometimes. Oh, more. Maybe the question was necessary. We didn't know this was going to happen. Anyway, let's continue.
Am I permitted to ask a question? Someone asked me, what is the biggest size of dick I've ever had? So my question is, in a relationship, when you are dating this guy and you have been dating for maybe a year at least, and you feel, okay, it is safe for me to have sex with this guy, or I want to part to this guy, do you say, like, do you tell him, like, Oh no, 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 no. I know they do this one too big. Or do you take measurements to know that, okay, just in case I go into a relationship with someone else, I'll be able to identify, okay, this one must be bigger than this, or this is the biggest I've had. The most condescending question is asking the biggest size of dick I've ever had to deal with. If you're not a virgin, then you're definitely having sex. Are you telling me you're keeping count or keeping size record of sex you're having or who you're having it with? So I don't think it's necessary.
They do, they do, they do. This children over here, they do. Me, I'm an OG. Yeah, I'm an OG.
The person that asked me the question is who I want to answer.
Hello. First, when I asked the question, I was mostly due to curiosity about the average size in Nigeria being six something. Beyond that, I've never been in a relationship that I cared about. So no, I have never. I don't like men to that extent. So I've not been in a relationship.
Have you had
So,
sex before?
No.
Oh, that's nice.
I like oh that's stuff.
After answering all our questions today, would you like to reveal your identity to us? I wanted like context to the person answering the questions. I feel like your expressions may have given like more meaning to some questions asked.
I don't know.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Okay, please kindly take off your mask and introduce yourself to the group.
I don't know. I just feel like I don't want to.
You don't want to reveal again?
I don't want to reveal again. I'm sorry. At first, I said yes because I was like, come on, it's no big deal. But then I thought of it like the 20 persons in the same room, we don't have same mindsets. From the way they sound, so people agree. The other persons, they feel like, you have no reason whatsoever. Then also thought of my clients as well. I don't think it will sit well with them seeing me talking about them on the show publicly. In this line of business, in as much as some people feel they understand you, they still have this reservation in their hearts and the way they see you. So most times, I just prefer to deal openly with just my clients. I'm not on social media, and it keeps me on that level of self-respect and also respect for my clients as well. I'm so sorry. I hope you respect that. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much.
Thank you. My takeaway from today's episode, I'm seeing all sex workers differently. I'm seeing them the way I'm seeing a normal driver, electrician. They're just normal people.
If you are into sex work or you want to dive into it, I mean, it's fine.
If you are going to regret something down the line, don't start it.
This sex work is not just all these prostitutes, but there are all these online Snapchat girls snapping their nudes.
Sex workers are also human beings, so at the end of the day, everyone just trying to survive.
Guys, this I won't lie, this one of my favorite videos I've recorded so far. There's a lot of thinking about it. Now it has come to an end. Thinking about what it's about, the things I've learned. There's a certain level of respect I have for that woman because she knows what she signed up for and she's standing by it. Right? Some people act nonchalant and I like they do not know what they signed up for. I appreciate the way she answered questions, the thoughts that she put in answering those questions, how sincere she were, the intentionality, and she gave very good answers. Yes, there were some things, of course, morally wise, I had my own issues with, and I'm sure you did too as well. But I feel like she opened her mind to why she did, the motivation behind or the reasoning behind why she's doing what she was doing. I do not agree. Um, But as I said, she looked at the pros and cons, decided to do whatever she wanted to do. And now she considers certain things. One thing I respect her for is not even entertaining married people, married men. I appreciate her for that. Because she, as much as that she does this job, she still has a compass on what things she's willing to do and what things she's not willing to do. And she sounds well mannered, well respected as well. And yeah, it's interesting. But guys, let me know what you guys think. It's been how many an hour and some change. It's my longest so far. But I think it has been an educative one. So please share with me in the comment section what you like about this, and I'll leave the link in the chat as well, in the description as well. You can go check the video out again if you want to watch it. But yeah, this has been a very educative one. Please let me know what you've learned, what questions you could have asked, what your opinions are about it. And yeah, and please don't forget to like. Please, the liking part is very important. I appreciate it. And the comment as well. And subscribe. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good one. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace. I'm out.